the Krishna consciousness came from Bhaktivinoda Thakur to Saraswati Thakur to his followers. So you see the expansion and extension of the Krishna consciousness movement. I thought about this for a long time. Like, as you imply, so many devotees, and I knew them, I mean, they know me too. We think like, how did this happen with this group? Knowing what our flaws are, lack of qualifications, etc. Reminds me of one of my friends said about Sureshwari's husband, Brishakapi Prabhu, who's a very dear friend of mine, that he said when he joined some temple in a city in America, and her husband was the temple president, he said, I thought I met the most advanced spiritual person like in the world, in the universe. And later, I mean, we dearly love him, and he helped us with Guru Maharaj preaching in the very beginning. But I could say if he was here or if he's watching, his reputation was not such later, but that's the way he said, when I met him, I thought he's the most spiritually advanced person I ever met, and like in the whole world, in the universe. And I said, you know what? He was. He was the most spiritually advanced person you ever met in the whole universe. And why there was some potency to what he said is because Prabhupada was the pure devotee leading that kirtan. So all of his disciples, whatever they were doing on his order. It goes back to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu saying, Amara Gyai Guru Hoya Taro Eidesh. Jari Dako Tari Kaho Krishna Upadesh. On my order, I'm telling you Krishna Upadesh. You tell everyone Krishna's, it's Mahaprabhu's order, and then Chaitanya Saraswat, from Mahaprabhu to Saraswati Thakur and his followers. Guru Maharaj's explanation of why Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. One explanation. So Mahaprabhu's divine order and sanction in the background, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur resetting the course. They needed a reset, like we had to do a reset. When things got really out of hand and off track in time, Bhaktivinoda Thakur reset the Krishna consciousness movement. So then to Saraswati Thakur and his followers. So Prabhupada is actually infusing the kirtan of his disciples with potency and compensating, Krishna's compensating for their lack of qualification. So we saw mysteriously how potent this movement was, even if sometimes the devotees, just for the sake of argument, let's say, misrepresented something. Maybe conceptually something was not perfectly represented. And Krishna wanted to say, no, I personally compensate for any deficiencies that my devotees have. So the reason I mention this is because through, here I'm not talking about Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, I'm talking about the devotees who were instrumental in spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. With all their flaws and deficiencies, Krishna compensated it all. So people would have some divine transaction. Even if they didn't 100% get it right, the person was affected. In their heart, they got something. So all this Harinam, the Nagar-saṇkīrtan, the many things the devotees did, the people on the other side, they do get something. And it's real. And if there's some fault on our part, Krishna's compensating for that. That's why I'm saying this. So, but still, so then how does this translate on down from the pure devotees who are leading to their surrogates and representatives? That then we want the devotees who are leading those kirtans, that they're devotees in good standing, they're initiated devotees, they will lead the kirtans. Right?